Hello everybody and welcome back to Algebra. Today we're going to be doing some more examples of the substitution method of solving systems of equations. I've got 3 examples for us, so let's get started. Now, here's our first system of equations. We've got x plus y equals -1 and -3x minus 4y equals 2. So we need to pick one of these equations to solve for one variable. Now, here's the cool thing. You can pick either equation, but we should probably pick the easiest one. Why make life harder for ourselves? Let's just solve the easy one, which is probably going to be this first one here. All we have to do is move the x over. And now we've got it solved for a variable. That's going to make it way easier for us to do this problem. So now we're going to take our y equals -x minus 1, and we're going to plug it into this equation here. So let's do that. We've got -3x minus 4, and now we're inputting something in for y. So we're going to put it in parentheses, and we're going to take this whole thing, -x minus 1, and put it in here. So we got -x minus 1, and that's equal to 2. So now we've got our equation we have to solve. So we're going to leave this alone for right now. -3x. We'll distribute here. -4 times -x, that's 4x. -4 times -1 is 4. That's all equal to 2. -3x plus 4x, that's x. Subtract the 4 over, -2. So now we know that x is -2, and we can go all the way back up to this equation here and put our -2 in. We'd get y is equal to -2 minus 1. -2 is 2, minus 1 is 1. So we know that our final answer is 1 and -2. X is -2, y is 1. And we can check that real quick by just coming back up here to the first equation. And if we put x in, -2 in for x, and 1 in for y, we would get -1. So that works. Perfect. Let's go to a different one. Now here we are for our second set of equations, and this one's pretty easy. One of the variables is already solved for us. Y is equal to 3. It's still substitution though. We're taking the y value we know and we're substituting it in. So let's do that. We get 5x plus 6 times 3, and that's equal to 2. So 5x plus 18 is equal to 2. 5x equals -16, and that makes x -16 fifths. So we know that y is equal to 3, and x is this fraction, -16 fifths. Not bad, not bad. Sometimes you're going to get fractions like this. It happens, but that's okay. Let's go to our final problem. All right, here's our last example. This time we're going to solve the harder one, just so that we have an example of how to solve harder equations. And we're going to solve this one for x instead of y. Usually we solve things for y, but we're going to solve for x this time. So we'll move 3y over. Awesome. We divide. We get x is equal to -3 halves y plus 5 halves. There's our equation. Now we can plug that into our equation up here. So we'll get -3 halves y plus 5 halves plus y, and that's equal to 5. There we go. All right, so now that we've got that all plugged in, we can start figuring it out. -1.5 y plus y, that's a -1/2. We're going to subtract 5 halves from 5. This is 2.5. So 5 minus 2.5 is 2.5. Then we're going to divide. Okay, 2.5 is 5 halves. So we're dividing 5 halves by -1/2. So we're going to multiply, and we flip it. So it becomes -2 over 1. That's -10 2's, which is -5. So that means y is -5. Perfect. Now we can put -5 back into this equation here, or we can put it into this equation. Doesn't matter which one we pick. And so I'm going to put it into this one just for ease. So we got x plus -5 equals 5. X is equal to 10. There we go. So 10 and -5 are our answers for our third problem. And there you have it. Those are 3 different examples of how you solve a system of equations using the substitution method. I hope those were useful to you. And in the next video, we'll go over elimination again. Have a great day. Jolly mathing. See you later.